What up, world? You already know what time it is. Your boy Matt Mizzle, the host with the most. Don't need to brag no boast. All I do is give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way in a real way. Who else plays the play? Now let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? This one's gonna be a good one. Now we talking about hegemony. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's crazy because you have to really understand the meaning of words. So, in terms of hegemony, we're talking about dominance. It means leadership or dominance, especially by one country or social group over others. It is often supported by legitimating norms and ideas. This associated term hegemony is used to identify the actor, group, class, or state that exercises hegemonic power, or that is responsible for the dissemination of hegemonic ideas. So, hegemony is the political, economic, and military predominance of one state over another. In ancient Greece, hegemony denoted the political military dominance of the hegemon city-states over other city-states. So, in other words, the New World Order, so to speak. So it's crazy. It's just crazy. So when you have one group dominant over the next, causes conflict. Makes you want to understand reality a little bit better, have a better understanding of what's going on around you. Because you know, it's all a power struggle at the end of the day. But if you're practicing hegemony, that means you're ready to take over a whole country or people. And you subjugate that group and mistreat the other group. It's a part of your being, it's a part of your social construct. And to keep in power and dominance. So that's crazy in itself, just to think of these type of situations in life. Big bank, take a little bank. Uh, good over evil. Hmm. Yeah, in ancient times, ancient Greece, they used hegemonic um, ideals in order to exact dominance. So it would just be like white supremacy in a nutshell. Another term for white supremacy. With the difference between hegemony and dominance is hegemony is a practice of power that rests substantially on the consent of various strata achieved by groups possessing or seeking state power, whereas dominance relies primarily on coercion. So hegemony is like relies on your consent, So we'll strip away all your rights to get your consent as what's happening with the shot. They're like, oh, it's not mandatory, but we need your consent. So once we got your consent, we can do whatever we want to, irrespective of consequences. That's hegemony. So this is another one. R.I.P. Young Dolph, because he was a good dude. I don't know if he was a good dude or not, but he was gunned down buying cookies in front of a store. Like, you didn't have to do him like that. And the store owner, she lost her store. Like, it's all boarded up, and they're shooting some more. Like. I know it's crazy in Memphis, but you got to think, like, who's this really hurting? It might hurt your ops, but you're really hurting your pop populations. You're hurting your whole population because you're looking at it like, oh, some get back shit, but you didn't really get back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be retaliation and all this. It's gonna be bullshit. The streets, the feds, all up in everybody's business. It's just not good for business. But who's to tell anybody anything? Because everybody knows better than everybody nowadays. That's the way it goes. But life is the best teacher, man. On experience, on the best lesson. That's why I gotta shout out my son, man. My showing. He's young, but he had a little science test at 21 on 21, 100%. Shout out my son, Miles, you know what I'm saying? He went to a mostly predominantly white school. They're saying, he has problems learning and understanding. Anyway, there's a backstory to that, but it's a school really known for its racism and all that. We pulled him out to put him in another school where they work with the kids a little bit more, do more hands-on. He's coming home with hundreds, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make this shit up. It's like, it's all about atmosphere, You know what I'm saying? Ain't more than one way to skin a cat. So there's more one way of learning and understanding that. But not everybody wants to have that, what you call it, self-esteem, where it could actually absorb the information and disseminate it and put it out. You know what I'm saying? And the craziest shit my son said, he's like, I gotta guard my reputation at school. He's like, that's why I don't fight. He's like, I'm a problem solver. I was like, wow, that's a good way of thinking, son. Keep it moving and improving like that. So let's go into this young Dolph situation. It seems to me like young Dolph, King Von, and Mo 3 was all signed to the same label. until they had like label deals, So all their money and everything goes to them, goes to their friend, which is what's up. Now they're saying the shooter is identified in the young dolph shooting. So let's see what that's about.
One thing that I keep thinking right now is you see how these three artists from Empire all died due to gun violence in the month of November, and now people get into this whole narrative where Ghazi of Empire is lining his artists or something like that. And all I'm going to say is it would be convenient if the major labels is kind of framing this dude to look like he lining his own artist stuff, but this dude is taking care of his artists. You feel me?
Oh but see, this is my thing. It ain't no such thing as protecting the artist. You feel me? That's like us walking. Like this is what make logic. Let's make logic right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna use another scenario. What you just said is like me going downtown to march at Black Lives Matter. You feel me? Knowing that I lived through a police brutality situation. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna allow that. I'm from California and we don't do that. You understand? We not marching, we not protesting. We walking up to your car and gonna handle it. But you gotta figure out which way you wanna go. Blood, Crip, Black King, Mafia Lord. You want me to keep going more crazy? You know what I'm saying? You just don't do that. If you're not really with something, you're not going to do that, bro. I don't give a fuck. And that's on real nigga shit. Ain't nothing that nobody can say or do out here for me or to me, my nigga, that's gonna make me alter who I truly am. I'm not gonna be police and be on my knee if I know that y'all really out here shoot niggas on purpose and hiding y'all bullets and blaming it on somebody else. I'm not gonna be with that, bro. I'm getting off the force. I'm putting them down my badge and I'm gonna put down my gun. That's a fact. But they got y'all under illusion because I walk with y'all and I got on my knee that I'm not with the shit. No, bro, you just killed this nigga and stood on his neck. That's disrespectful. Because if he lived through that, you wouldn't even, he tell you his damn self, don't remember me by that, bro. That's how they killed me. What kind of sense is that? Right. You see where I'm going with that? Yeah, it's all under mind control. Social media got you out here like that, illusionalized. Social media that had y'all so social distance, it did not take this pandemic to do that. They just cut off Facebook and Instagram. How many people went without that and then couldn't get in contact with nobody? 3.9 trillion people. Shit, he went so broke, he started over a whole new company. It's business, baby. It's nothing personal. That's what everything out here. Everybody got to meet a quota. The doctor that told you
that Black Lives Matter shit was business.
Come on, it's all business. It go right back to the police department.
I was kind of upset when I've seen the whole history behind that shit. I was a nigga that was protesting.
One thing only. You were behind bars voluntarily. You hear what I'm telling y'all? The same way you get in a car accident and hit the insurance company, nigga. Stop going to the court system and hit the insurance company on my kids. Thank me later. Ain't no time limit. Ain't no lawsuit or none of that embarrassment, no none of that shit, bro. When I tell you what I know, is what I know. You better believe what I know is what I know. My last name is Day, baby.
You see that white lady got off for killing that lady and her 6-month-old baby playing with them courts, and that man finna go. That man just threw away his motherfucking
silence is key. Ain't no street code, bro. They wrote that too. The flag is red, white, and blue. What gang is you? What's your color? What's your color? Because they is KKK and that's all white. That's in the middle of red or blue. Larry Hoover and old boy was best friends. Let's talk about it.
It is a street code, though. Niggas just don't abide by it. Like
the street code is to not say shit. It don't matter whose it is, bro. They the biggest gangsters out here. That's the street
I'm with you, though. But it's still a code, though. Niggas just don't be going by it.
Man,
that's why shit all fucked up.
Because when you open your mouth, you give them jurisdiction. When you stand up, you give them jurisdiction. When you tell them you black, African American, what country on the continent of Africa is you going back to? America? You going to jail. Why they going back to Congo and Africa? Because they got a nationality, black person. Let's talk about it. It's all a systematic approach. They've been 700 years. You see what Trump changed the vote? He showed you ain't supposed to pay for shit out here and you still want to get a PPP and a STEMI. That's how deep this is. Huh? The baby's nationalized. Facts. Independent. Can't do that. On label. All that. Huh? You owned by somebody else, bro, that will take you out before you think you about to upgrade and get out of there before paying them their debt back, bro.
All right, so Janice, so what you think the solution should be, man, for the black community?
Hey. That's the thing. Black is dead in our law. I don't even know how to answer this question because it's so much. Religion is law. You understand? The same people that put us in oppression is the same people that got y'all believing that Jesus is real. Even if he was, he'd be a modern black nigga that got shot by 12 for not following the judicial system. Fuck the shit.
Preach that shit.
Facts. Fuck you talking about. I've been raised by a pastor and military. I wanted to be a sharpshooting ass warrior. You understand what I'm telling you? All that mattered to me. You understand? They broke my face and my neck here in Indiana in January 25th, 2017, bro. When I say I died and I was private, they put me as private in a hospital. They wiped out everything, the video. I'm telling you, I had FBI, the news anchors, all in Indiana. This is a crossroads for a reason, bro. Trump made Pence the president, vice president for a reason. Yeah, we don't give a fuck about you, China. This how deep it is, bro. I'm gonna let y'all supposed to live free, bro. Matter of fact, y'all want to do Black Lives Matter? I'm gonna bring the National Guard down here to guard the nation's property because that's their job. Because that's their job. Police by law is the only ones that can kill us, bro. The fuck?
But I'm saying, what you think the first step?
Somebody with law that's getting robbed or raped, bro, and you'll defend them is the same way you supposed to defend the next nigga that's getting pounced on by the police and they not fighting back. That's a fact.
So you don't feel like it's
free pink slips, swear to God.
Hey, Janice, you don't feel like there's nothing we can do to help us as a community?
It ain't no nationality, bro. Work together. We should have got them PPPs in order opened up plazas. You feel me? Like real shit, the Mexicans, the Hispanics, and the Africans.
I'm already on that.
We such in competition with each other, we can't come together, bro. That's crazy to me. And that's what got us put in slavery, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
You know,
because that's what I feel you on that. Because that's what them higher ups do. They try to divide and conquer. You feel me? Like
and the mind.
The more we don't come together, the more they can goddamn power over
street code. That's one of the biggest ways they do it, through a fake street code that don't exist.
Hey. Y'all got all these gangs out here, but y'all all the same color. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You got all these religions out here, 250 to be exact. Let's get there. And they all got the same purpose for you to find your spiritual growth. You hear that witch in there? Facts. It went from doctor, it's now doctor, was witch doctor, and then it was witches. But you so pissed off the niggas that's of the land, that's so connected, huh? You still trying to ascend and find the one true connected nigga up out of here. You trying to get out our space to find that nigga you still can't find, bro. So you put us all in captivity. Fuck you talking about? Let my people go from being mind controlled to crossing over and learning their own mind. Facts. Stop being motherfucking dependents. Everybody want to be self-determined and independent, but I bet you got food stamps. On my mama, I bet you got a bank account they taking out of interest. I swear to God, I want to open up a bank account. Fuck you talking about? A whole bank. I'm trying to be like them niggas too. I ain't capping. I'm too intelligent for the bullshit. I don't watch TV. I'm on TV. I don't got time to watch it. I'm too busy learning and studying. You on cars and clothes? What's that getting you, bro? We got kids out here to spend too. Yeah. Y'all mad about y'all people bopping off, but y'all ain't changing while they was here.
Right.
You know, one of our major issues in the community is no lies. Respect to everybody. Shout out to everybody. We are blinded by the bad, but we don't know how to secure that bad.
When they said money is the root of all evil, and everybody claiming they love God and they Christians, when God is in gold, oil, and diamonds, we trust.
I feel that 100%. But we blinded by the bullshit, and we can look at the 6ix9ine shit. If they were smart, they would have had contracts. Shotty was his big homie. He said, "I can't tell 6ix9ine nothing." What kind of big homie ever said that he can't tell his little homie nothing? Had he been smart, he would have put his people in position. Contracts are the best form of extortion. If you want to extort a motherfucker, get him up under contract. got a motherfucker working for you. The government extort the fuck out of our goddamn checks in California. I'm from California. I'm from the Bay. They take nearly half my goddamn check, working 60, 70 hours a goddamn week.
Man, that's why I'm left.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So they take everything, city, state, federal. Extortion.
I mean, Uncle Sam got his hand on anything out in America, man.
Exactly. So if they really wanted, a 6'9" cat to really be in line, you would have got him up under contract. But we so blinded by the bag, we don't know how to secure it. We'll take a few crumbs to make it look like we got something when we really ain't got shit.
That ass, bro.
Because that shit, we spend that shit with other people. We don't spend it with ourselves. We try to buy some shit to look better than the next person standing across from us rather than investing.
It's a size up
growing
game. That's
shit.
it. It's a size up game. It's like I'm trying to outdo this person, not even.
But that's what the
contract told them to do to make.
But that's what they teach you. Exactly. That's not something that they. You feel me? That's what they teach you to do. It's not something that you want to do. You feel me? It's something that you see. So you like, damn, I gotta do it.
Y'all, I'm gonna ask you a question. How many times have you seen an older cat call the younger dude big homie just because the younger dude got more money in this day and age? Just think about that. That should be all the time.
Yeah, it's a new age. It's been going on. That was what this is the thing about the 6'9" shit. You don't bring a nerd. He was 18 or something when he got put on. That shit don't happen like that.
And he was older than 18.
Not only that, you give him the power of an OG to call shots and move shots. That shit don't happen. But
because
he
got
had
money.
the bag. They were blinded by the bag, but didn't know how to secure it. That boy was $1 billion industry. He can go to Europe and do $250,000 a show. That's some good money if you under contract. You had your homies in position, but we wasn't thinking about securing the bag. We was too blinded.
I mean, but that goes on the OGs though, because whose job is it to lead them people?
Yo, we got 300 ahead. Tap that like for us. Give us 50 more likes, man. It's been a long night.
He was a
grown
man when he got put on. I think he was 21.
But my point is, you should have already. They already gave you the game, but before you had got to where you was at, so you knew.
But that's the problem. They gave him his membership. He was given his membership. He didn't come up with him doing the robberies in 16 and 15 and 14 and 13 and just come up the ranks like everybody else.
That's what Shotty fucked up at. He had that nigga in too much street shit, man. That's why when niggas was like they was the new death row, when Shotty was like we the new death row, I already seen it. I seen the demise coming. Like I seen that shit like crumbling, like because it's power in the tongue, man. You know what I'm saying? So you see how Death Row went out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's power in the tongue. Like
he can be a member, but y'all made him.
They should have just kept that nigga in the studio and that's it.
But maybe that was his way. That was their way of getting him entrenched in the shit, so he can't just point a finger at them when the Rico do come. You feel me?
I mean, it could be, but it could be like that. But I feel like that's stupid to think like, you know what I'm saying, to think like that.
Yeah, I can't.
You can't be on camera on TMZ calling $30,000 hits. You get packed the fuck out like, nigga, what the fuck you doing, bud? What the fuck you doing?
By advertising on YouTube,
blood, cuz, people, folks. That's always and how we related to one another. The gangs pick the shit up and want to use it as their own. That ain't they shit. That's our shit. That's how we relate.
Saying though, like we've been banging for like 50 years now. Where has the shit got us? You know what I'm saying?
Nowhere.
Good morning, y'all. I got a question.
I mean, look at the Italian mafia, man.
They see the banging. They fucked the banging. They
got businesses. They open up shit in Las Vegas. They got sanitation. If we gonna bang, start advancing, take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Open up companies. Niggas just have trucking companies and shit.
I mean, shit, they open up Treyway Entertainment. You feel me? They just ain't running shit right. You feel me? Niggas was opening up legit businesses. They just with too damn street. Like, them niggas ain't had no type of...
They don't have accountants.
But
they don't have accountants.
They ain't got accountants. Y'all ain't got no... They ain't had no bitches on their line that was you feel me, or in a squad that was, you feel me, able to handle that.
Then we not taught the right shit.
Problem in the streets
I'd have been a public school. I'd have been a.
Yeah, they talking some other shit, you know what I'm saying? But let me get back into it, you know. So different updates in the young Dolph situation. You know, back to hegemony. Like, if you have a philosophy, it's more powerful than knowledge, so to speak, you know? Because then you could influence the masses more effectively. That's what creates these situations. So now they say China is on its way to overtake the United States and the European Union as global hegemony. Hegemon. Hegemony refers to dominance by either social group or country over others. The dominance may either be economic, political, or military. So China is going to become a supergroup. Are we really ready for that? And if China takes over the United States and the European Union, what about Canada? Where does that leave Canada? Or has it already been overtaken? And knowing that, I could honestly say that hegemony is always in dominance in the places where there's a white population or pale skin population. Which makes you wonder what hegemony really is. Is it a racial thing as well? Hegemony. Hegemony. So I look at it like this. It's either we figure this shit out or just leave it all alone altogether, because it's like we're wasting our time, you know? And I ain't gonna waste my time. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because I fuck with you. But let's see this shit right here.
Guys look like three men. Now, a lot of people are saying two, but I'm saying it looks like three people. One guy has one pair of shoes that doesn't match the two other people. Now, look at the back of the hoodie on these two people. They kind of look the same, but they don't. Now, it looks like the surveillance footage and the surveillance actual picture is within seconds. The way these guys have their hoodies laced up, their hoodie is not moving. Now, this guy hoodie looks one way, and this guy hoodie looks this way. Looks like two different people, but they're dressed the same way. definitely strategic. These guys didn't come to play. Like I said, they were gloved up, socked up, masked up, and hoodied up. Now, the internet is saying these guys look young. It looks like they're under the age of 21. Now, what does that mean? Me personally, I feel like Dolph is not beefing with anyone under the age of 21, strictly because Dolph is around 36 years old. I feel like this is someone higher up, someone around his age, someone around his caliber that he was beefing with. And unfortunately, he sent them young boys to do it. They were about their business. They were really strategic. They were really calculated. I want to tell you why. Because the way this picture looks, they knew actually not to get in the cookie store. They were a few feet away. They caught him by surprise because once he knew they were actually letting off on him, he was already hit. So once he turned around to react, they were already emptying on him. Now, according to the picture, if you really look at the picture, this is an edited picture because of YouTube, of course. But if you look at it, the surveillance picture shows that they're actually aiming down. So it looks like Dolph is already on the ground, and it looks like they just let off just to make sure he was gone. Now, I can understand why it would make sense to me in my mind. He had 2 officially attempts on his life on paper. But you got to remember, he was frequent through the hoods. It could have been a lot of attempts on Dolph's life that we didn't know about. It could have happened a week ago. It could have happened a month ago. And it shows that Dolph knew what was up because he was strapped. But he tried to retaliate, but unfortunately, he couldn't get to him because they already had the drop on him. It looks like they had 2 Dracos and another guy. You're not going to war. You're not retaliating on 2 Dracos when you just have that one strap, if you understand what I'm saying. Now, I feel like these young men are going to be caught. I feel like they have their logos present in the surveillance footage. They better not have a cell phone. But it looks like the way they came up. Came out and did it. It looks like they were trained. It looks like they were calculated. I feel like they didn't have their cell phones with them, but they can get caught with those logos. But on top of that, if they were really smart, it looks like these shoes, they found these shoes, their clothing wasn't their clothing. According to somebody that was in Memphis that I was reading the comment, they said it was hot yesterday. So for them to be masked up with joggers on and things like that, I knew that they were planning this. They were planning this from the day before. They knew when Dolph got there, they was going to do that to him. Now, I feel like they will get caught strictly because of the clout. It's 2021. In the city of Memphis, everything is viral right now. Everyone is invested in this young Dolph story. Everyone knows someone that knows someone, especially in the streets. With this particular situation with Dolph, it doesn't make sense for anyone to do something to him and they don't actually claim it or own up to it. I won't tell you why. Because in the streets, when you beef with somebody, whatever is over, the word needs to come back that this person was responsible for. You know what that brings? That brings respect and that brings power. So we're going to find out. A lot of people don't recognize that the streets and the internet is the same thing. Everybody has a cell phone. These gangsters are getting on their cell phone telling their business. And I feel like everybody's going to get caught because there's too many people involved. You got over 2 actual shooters on Young Dolph. In 2021, and this is going viral, somebody's going to start to talk. Somebody knows someone that knows someone. Now, I want to address the rumor that people were saying that Young Dolph had no personal security. Now, me personally, I found a video. I don't know if it's credible, but it shows a guy being locked up right after this incident happened, and he had all black on. It looks like he had dreads. I don't know if he was retaliating with Young Dolph, but according to the person that was actually recording this live or the aftermath of the scene, she was saying that he was letting off on the people that was letting off on Young Dolph. So, who knows, I will definitely dig into it. But of course, Dolph, like I said, he was trying to defend himself, but he couldn't because they had the drop on most Dracos. Ain't no way you're going to be able to react and return fire one single strap when they got 2 Dracos and they catch you off guard. Now, the actual location where he passed away, they said he was a frequent at this location. They said that they are heartbroken and saddened about the passing of Dolph. They said he was a regular customer and loved cookies. My parents are in a lot of pain from this. Our hearts and condolences go out to his family. He will never be forgotten, and he will be so missed. Now, let's jump into the nitty-gritty, guys. I got the picture of the surveillance. Now we have somebody that knows Dolph. Somebody that knows Dolph and is really connected to the streets, and they're giving the information on what happened to Dolph. Now, according to him, before I play it, I want to, decipher for you guys. Dialects can be misconstrued, so I want to explain it to you in layman's terms. Now, pretty much he said Dolph was frequent through the Memphis area, especially this particular area. He said the area that he passed away at is only 2 miles from his grandma's house, which he was raised at. Now, according to him, he said Dolph was regular. He'd be pumping gas, he'd be at the grocery store, he'd be at the post office sending out packages, he'd go up the street and get a 2-piece, sit in his car, dolo, eat his food, him down. So he was saying that Dolph felt comfortable in his neighborhood, and he knew he had no problems with the people in his neighborhood. So that's another thing that I feel like they're going to put two and two together. So if there's nobody in his neighborhood, it's somebody across town. And who is the people across town? Those people are going to be celebrating. Those people are going to be talking. And I'm sure Dolph had history of beefing with those people across town. So everybody's going to put two and two together. But yeah, he said Dolph came out, he pulled up, he got 3 cookies and some ice cream. As soon as he ordered his food, he turned around. And as soon as he turned around, they started to let him more. Now, he said the person in the actual restaurant went to aid Dolph, but he was already gone because they had, like I said, they had to drop on him. They parked in the middle of the parking lot. So Dolph couldn't even see them. You know how you're in a restaurant or you're somewhere and you can see a car pull up and you look and see who it is? Dolph wasn't able to do that because the people or the perpetrators actually parked in the middle of the parking lot. So you couldn't see the car. The only thing Dolph seen was them actually hitting him, and he pulled out, and it was unfortunate. But here's the actual clubhouse audio. Roll it.
So my partner told me when Dolph pulled up today, she always do, he pulled up at the show. He went in. He told him that you want, because if he know you, he know what you want. Dolph came in and ordered 3 sausage cookies and a cup of ice cream. He turned around, went right there by the door a little bit. The dude had already pulled up in a white top, the old man song. He shot him with an AR-15 and chopped him down right there. And Dolph shot back. But he couldn't. He was telling Dolph to stay with me. He couldn't. Nah, it wasn't 2 cars. It was 1 car. It was a guy in a white car. And they don't know exactly who it is. So it was just said that Dolph had somebody in the car with him. One thing I will say, Dolph don't always be on 4th. He comfortable. That's his hood. So he'll go in the damn grocery store. I mean, not a corner store, a grocery store. Yeah, he falls straight in. He'll fall straight in. And I've seen Dolph at the post office. I'm dropping off finished stuff out the labels, whatever. He up there through it line like a regular customer. That's him. See what's going on, bro? What you got going on? That's just how he is. He gonna be out there with a $200,000 with a jewelry on. He ain't dribble. Yeah, he just walk around like he $100,000. Yeah, like. But see, you understand, bro, been over there for 20-some years. What you expect? That's his neighborhood. He wasn't in another hood, bro. That's what I'm telling y'all. This thing was literally from his grandma's house where he grew up in 2 miles. That's the thing that was.
Like I said, man, I love Clubhouse. I feel like it connects everybody, and it gives people a voice without the face, if you get what I'm saying. So I feel like this information is real. I want you guys to tell me what you think about it in the comments below. I'm going to give my opinion right now. I feel like, unfortunately, it is what it is, man. The streets are the streets, and Dolph was playing in them streets, and you guys know what comes with the streets. This is the part 3 of Young Dolph. I will catch you in the next video. Like I said, thumbs up the video, like it. Make sure you subscribe with the bell notifications on. I will catch you when I have some more information and news about Young Dolph. Signing out, RIP Dolph.
Anyway, that's what it is, man. So, in order for us to stop hegemony from happening, we got to get rid of social groups and classes and guarantee that no person is mistreated, and guaranteeing that the person that needs help the most gets the most constructive help. In order to replace the system of hegemony, white supremacy, dominance, dominion, ascendancy, with a system of justice. It's your boy Matt Mizzle. You know my slogan: keep it real in the field, forget how they feel.